All right, guys, welcome to session 2 of welding safety. Okay, when you've completed this session, you should be able to do the following. Identify and describe welding safety practices related to specific hazards or environments. Identify safety practices related to welding equipment. Identify and describe respiratory hazards, respiratory safety equipment, and ways to ventilate welding work area. Explain the purpose of SDS or MSDS and how it is used. Okay. Welding equipment. Pay attention to labels like these on equipment. Okay. They help alert you to possible hazards that could be present in the job site. Electrical hazards. The path through the body affects the level of current the body experiences. Wet skin has less resistance to electrical flow than dry skin. Okay. So you want to make sure that your gloves are dry. Make sure that the equipment's properly grounded so that you don't experience electric shock. Welding equipment. An engine drives a generator to generate electricity, which is then delivered to onboard welding machines. Their exhaust fumes are hazardous like those from any other fossil fuel engine. So whenever you're working with engine drive machines, you want to be especially careful if you're using one indoors. Okay, similar to this machine that's pictured here. Mainly you'll be using these outdoors in areas where power isn't available. That's why you have an engine drive. Okay, fumes and gases. When natural or mechanical ventilation is not sufficient, special ventilation equipment is required to capture at the source. Okay, here in the pictures, there's a few portable units. We have units in our welding booths that help to capture fumes as we're welding. Another thing that you want to do while welding is you want to keep your head out of the plume of the smoke. So you don't want your face directly over where you're welding, so the smoke's coming up into your face. One, because there could be hazardous materials, toxic materials in the plume. The other thing is that it also really dirties your mask and makes it hard to see. Okay. Source extraction equipment. An example of low vacuum, high volume fume extraction. The inlet must be close enough to capture the fume plume, but far enough away to avoid disturbing the weld site. Okay, this is one thing that we'll run into as we start doing wire-fed processes. If we actually have the suction too close, and sometimes we have to kind of close the valve in there a little bit to slow the flow down, because otherwise it'll start pulling shielding gas and it'll affect the quality of our weld. Again, keep your face out of the plume of smoke. Respirators. Full-face respirators provide protection for the eyes and face in addition to providing breathable air. If you guys are going to work somewhere that's going to require these, they're going to provide the training on how to do your fit test, how to make sure it properly fits your face. One thing is, someone like me with the full beard would not be able to wear a full-face respirator like shown. I'd have to shave my beard to be able to wear these. Okay, respirators. Powered models use built-in fans to overcome the resistance of the filter media, making it much easier to breathe through high-density material. Again, guys, with things like this, if you're working in an industry where this is required, they're going to provide you with a specialized training for this. Okay, respirator program. Before using a respirator, you must determine the following: the type of contaminants for which respirator is being selected, concentration level of that contaminant, whether the respirator can be properly fitted on the welder's face. You must read and understand all respirator instructions, warnings, and use limitations contained on each package before use. There are OSHA regulations that mandate respirator programs, the testing, the care, the storage, the cleaning. Also using your MSDS can also help to identify which respirators are required. Let's see what else here. Okay, material safety data sheet or safety data sheet. Okay, these are packaged basically with any product that you'll encounter in the workplace. It could be as simple as the hand soap in the restroom, any cleaners that may be used, they all contain a material safety data sheet. Lincoln packages one of these with every welding rod that they send. So every 50-pound container we open has one of these. In addition, when I make an order for welding rod, when the shipment goes out, I also get an email of the MSDS sheet. So I have one in every 50-pound can I purchase, as well as a hard copy that's sent to me prior to the purchase. Okay, guys, so that concludes the safety portion. Make sure that you're completing the review quiz, and also the trade terms quiz online. Review the chapter and prepare for the module exam.